Okay, so this is part 3 because of course my memory card decided it had to be full insert. So anyway, the good news is that the swastika stone is at this moment in time free of people. Although I've got 2 more people tailing me, hopefully I've got enough time to get there because we're only a few strides away. Dear me, I didn't even realise that it had finished, and I'm chatting away to the camera like a bit of a nutso, and then I suddenly thought, is it even still filming? Funny, isn't it, how you'll just have that thought. Anyway, sure enough, it switched off. So, not to worry. I'll show you the woods and stuff after we've looked at the stone. It's just, we've got people following us, so glad I put my jumper on because it's quite cold. Now, I used to know loads about the swastika stone, but guess what? I have managed to forget most of the information that I did know about it, because if it had even just been this time last year, I could have reeled off all these facts about it. And now my poor old memory, I shouldn't even be saying this in jest because I've been making it happen. But here it is anyway. The famous swastika stone. I'm just going to try and zoom through these bars. Come all the way here to show you that. It's not really that amazing, is it? Oh, it's better filming it than it is taking pictures of it anyway, because it doesn't really picture that well. And you can't even get onto it because of these wonderful railings. I'm just looking to see what engravings there are over there. I wonder if this was a sacrificial area as well. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's got all the hallmarks of one, hasn't it? It's high up. Oh, the other people haven't come to see the swastika stone, they've carried on walking. Maybe I scared them off with my scary, scary camera. We'll have a little, I'll show you what's down beneath it. It's quite something actually. It's amazing really, because all of these, like if you think back to the altar rock, that's scattered beneath it with all these like jagged rocks, just like here. The only difference there is the trees as well. So I find it quite interesting that they're so similar in so many ways. But this has never been called an altar rock. This has always been called the swastika stone. That's not to say that sacrifices haven't been made here, because I'm pretty certain they have. In fact, there's an amazing man who has done a thing about Ilkley Moor, which is actually called Catamayan or something like that, with the old name. Oh, he knows all his history. He's brilliant. I'm going to put a link to his. I'm going to put a link up with this because he did a brilliant thing about the swastika stone in one of the videos he's made. It's a series, a 4-part. I think it's a 4-part series, but it's just fabulous. It's nothing like the things I do. He's brilliant. He really is. He knows its history and he knows the wars. I'm just like a tourist in comparison to this chap, because seriously, this guy knows what he's talking about. So anyway, we've walked all the way over here to show you that, and now we've actually got here. I am freezing. So we're going to go back. I'll show you these rocks which I'm looking at, because they are quite something. Wow. I suppose a rock is a rock, but I think they look quite something. If only they could talk, the stories they could tell us. I want to tell you the story about the swastika stone and the woman who summonsed up this like scary dude from yeah, but I can't because I won't do it justice. But I'm going to have to put the link up to this man's site because he's brilliant. I can't even think of his name, but he's brilliant. He really is. But God, these railings, we could get in if we wanted. But why would we want to do a naughty thing like that? We could just get in to pull all the weeds up, couldn't we? But, you know, I feel like a bit of a blank slate because the history, which I did know, which there's another swastika stone, and I thought that they like geographically tied in with one another. Except obviously they're really, really old, and so it's one of like these mysteries. How can that be? Yeah. Anyway, so this is, I presume, where they got their inspiration from for the swastika. I mean, they're very similar in size, in shape and whatnot. And they've definitely got an occultic history behind them. And we all know that Nazis were into the occult. So, Little Ben wants to get moving, and you know what? I agree wholeheartedly, because it's getting cold. Isn't it, little one? So, you know, I was talking about some school. I was talking about school a bit earlier on. And I can tell you some funny things that happened, actually, at the same time as me losing as me losing the will to live. No, as me losing my confidence and stuff, and being bullied and having a horrible time. And that was, for example, when I used to go to, I'll just wait till this guy gets past. Oh yeah, it was just actually right opposite, where Beamsley Beacon is. I'm sure it's that point over there. Or was, because they don't really have fires there anymore. Yeah, when I was at middle school, I was like, I'm saying this a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I was going to say I was like a musical protege. I was not a protege, but I could sing. And I was a good singer, and I was in the choir, and also I used to play a lot of different musical instruments. Anyway, oh yeah, and like, for example, when my music teacher's daughter got married, she chose like about 7 of us from school to go and sing at her daughter's wedding. And I was one of the ones that she chose, and we used to do all sorts of stuff. Anyway, then I went to the grammar school. Well, first of all, I had this horrible accident and nearly killed myself. This is when I was 13. And funnily enough, that happened just outside my grandparents' house. Pretty much. Where I used to ride, there's a big hill down into Benridding, which is just like joins on between my village, Burley, and Ilkley. There's a place called Benridding, and that's where my grandparents lived. Anyway, we used to ride down the hill either into Burley or Benridding because the stables was right between the two locations. And on this day, we decided to ride down into Benridding to get some sweets at lunchtime from the newsagents. So we used to race down the hill. It was about 2 miles, probably maybe 2.5 miles. No, probably about 2 miles. And we used to race down on our bikes going 100 miles an hour, or it felt like it. And that day, I'd borrowed a girl's bike. Now, I've always been tall. Oh God, that was the worst thing when I was getting bullied and stuff and I wanted to be invisible. It's quite hard to be invisible when you're 5'8", and most people are like 5'5" or whatever. Anyway, so I borrowed this girl's bike, except she's like tiny and she's younger than me. So I'm on a midget's bike basically, and I'm with my friend whose parents owned the stables. So I was beating her, and the last thing I can remember is I turned around to look behind me, and the next thing I know, I'm in Airedale Hospital with Grandpa, and I've got blood gushing out of my, I don't think which side it was now, my right side. Yeah, because I've got a lump here still from my collarbone. And basically, the long and short is, my collarbone took most of the impact. If it hadn't have done, then it would have just been in my head, and then I definitely would have been dead. So that happened. That was the accident. The bike was dead. But the thing is, then of course I started grammar school, and the whole reason that I mentioned all of that again was because I can't sing it. Well, I probably could sing, but I went from being like this cracking little singer to being a can't sing, voice gone. Lost my confidence, didn't I? So I lost my singing voice along with it. So much changed for me that year. It was like I became a completely different person, actually. And it's weird because all the years later, I feel like the person which I've been like getting back to becoming is the person that I was before the accident happened, and before all the horrible stuff kicked off. So life's strange, isn't it? And the things that happen, and the journey that we end up going on, it's a crazy journey. Anyway, so am I going the right way? Yes, I'm going the way that I came, because I thought if we go back into the woods, then, well, I hope I'm going, yeah, I'm sure we are, yes, we are going the right way. I thought if we go back in this way, then it might be a little bit more sheltered and warm, going through the trees, than it is on the exposed woods, moors even. I wonder what that noise was. It's little Ben, he's like tapping at the gate. Oh God, what part is this? Is it part 3 or is it part 4? I'm going to have so much uploading to do. I won't be doing any videos again for a while, but that's maybe a good thing. Oh no, but the reason why I chose to do this today is because tomorrow I want to go and I want to video up at the monastery. So that's why I thought, well, we'll get the swastika stone in now, and then we can go and do the monastery tomorrow. Because I really want to, well, I wanted to have good light, you see, there to do that. And I've got a dentist appointment at 9:15 tomorrow morning, because my crown decided to come out the other day. So I need to go and get that sorted out. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Clever boy, Ben. Very clever boy. So sweet, isn't he? He really is the most adorable little chap. I've always been a bit of a loner. I've never really had a lot of friends, because when I was a little girl, God, what's with all the reminiscing today? God only knows. But anyway, because I was growing up in this little village, and again, with being the only person of colour there. Oh, Ben, I thought the same thing when I saw that. Says, no, don't want to let go of it. Alright, you have it then. You can throw it for yourself. There's loads more I can pick up for him if he wants me to chuck it. Chuck a stick, I mean. Little Ben! Oh, it looks a bit dark now, doesn't it? So, we can't go down, we're going to have to go this way. I don't think my stomach would appreciate us making the walk any longer. Especially seeing as, really, we haven't stopped. We've gone from one walk pretty much straight onto another one, and bar for like about an hour in between where I had to do some paperwork. Anyway, So yeah, as a little girl, I did have like some friends, but I did also spend a lot of time on my own, which actually, don't think this is not a bad thing. I had the best time. I used to play. Well, it was just ace. I used to play in all the fields, and there was a little pony called Bobby who used to move in. He used to live in the field in the summertime, down near the mills in my village, down near the river. So I used to go down and I used to literally treat him as my own. I didn't ride him, but I used to bought a grooming kit, and I used to brush him and plait his mane and brush through his tail. He was only a little pony. Oh, he was so sweet. We used to call him Bobby. So, and we used to play. Me. I used to play like with the bales of hay and stuff. My mum's best friend, when she was growing up, her daughter, she had a pony, and I used to play with her in the summer holidays, so that was nice. And the poor girl, she was called Laura. Poor Laura, she had to share her pony with me, because I was like the poor friend who couldn't afford their own horse. So I feel sorry for Laura, because she had to share Belfry. Her pony was called Belfry. So that was so sweet of them, because obviously it meant that I got to go to shows with them and stuff, and we used to have fun with him. He was such a sweetie pie. So yeah, I was just saying before filming went off about how Mum's bought a horse, and it arrived on Saturday. It's at my cousin's, which is like an hour away from here anyway, and Mum's on holiday. But talk about timing, I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm over the moon for Mum, and it's not, I'm just going to have to move this because the runner coming. Ben, come on. Hi. So we're just by the reservoir again. This has got about 6 or 7 minutes of filming time left, and then we are done. Anyway, I feel a bit sorry for Mum, because her horse has come and she's all excited. Sorry, horse. Did I say horse? I should have said pony. Technically it's a horse, but it's tiny. I'll be like a giant on it. I've been saying, oh, should I just put the rollerblades on if I ride it? I mean, seriously. Not going to be any sharing going on there, because I'm too big for it. But anyway, Mum's in Spain at the moment at her brother's house. The horse is at my cousin's, because my cousin, she's got her own yard and stuff. She does dressage and show jumping and eventing and whatnot. It's an Andalusian that Mum's got. And so yeah, I'm obviously like really happy for her, but I can't believe the timing. I mean, seriously, I leave my job and I leave my horse, and I'm all depressed and upset and broken hearted and all the rest of it, and Mum's horse comes. I mean, oh my God, it's like crazy timing, isn't it? Well, anyway, that's what's happening. So Mum's all like happy and over the moon, even though she's not even here. And I just get to be all like broken hearted. It's not even like I can get excited about Mum's horse from a personal perspective, because I'm too big for it. Excited for her and very happy for her, but I'm not particularly happy for myself. I'm just all sad. Oh well, I'm sure everything will be fine. At least my mum's going to be happy, and that's like a massive bonus, because of course just because I'm going through stuff doesn't mean I want people that I love and care about to be going through similar stuff, does it? So it's just, could you get any more polar opposite end of the spectrum than what has ended up happening? I mean, seriously, somebody's just having a laugh at me at the moment. Because you can't get more polar opposite end of the spectrum than that, can you? You really can't. Oh well. I really want to go and see my mare today, but God, don't know what to do. Like, it's not even been a week yet. It's only been 3 days, and I am missing her so intensely. It's killing me. Let's see how much longer we've got. Oh, 5 minutes. So, yeah. What else to say? I think I've pretty much babbled about as much as what I can possibly babble to everybody. Gosh, I can't imagine why anyone would want to watch my my babblings at the moment. Yeah. Well, if anyone has managed to make it through all of today's filming, then seriously, what can I say? Well done. Yeah, well done. I think I'm finally out of things to say. Touched on stuff from school. What am I doing anyway? Like, in all seriousness, I'm a really private person. What on earth am I doing? Blabbering my innermost thoughts all over YouTube. It's finally gone mad, haven't I? I must have. I really must have, because this is crazy. It's one thing to like be filming areas and talking about like stuff that isn't personal, but to be blabbering all over a computer program about one's presently happening events. Come on, little Ben. I don't mind talking about the past and all that, and I don't mind talking about the future and all that, but I've no idea why on earth I've been talking about the stuff that I'm going through right now. Talk about putting it out there for all the world. I know hardly anyone watches my stuff, thank God, but all the same, it's not the brightest thing to do, is it? Really. There is people that if it fell into their hands, I'd be like, oh, mortified. I really would be. Oh well, never mind. There must be a reason why this is happening. So just trust that it's the right reason. I'm going to film this wonderful tree which I'm standing by. And we're back by some of these houses. Well, not those two, which I don't like. But I'm quite taken by this one here because they've even got a balcony. It's like a mixture between a wooden cabin, like a wooden ski chalet thing, because of the silly windows they've got going on, and an old, it's like a hunting lodge. That's what it reminds me of. It's got a feel to a hunting lodge about it. Well, anyway, I quite like it, even though hunting lodges don't appeal. I did actually go into a hunting lodge at my, I've got a friend who lives on a big estate thing, and they've got a hunting lodge from where the people eat when they've gone to like do a grouse shoot and stuff like that, and that's quite a strange place actually. It's got loads of guns in there and stuff. It's quite spooky. Can you imagine? I remember when I was a kid, I found a gun at Granny and Grandpa's. It was just like a hand rifle-y thing, I think. And I picked it up and went through, and I was like, what, you know, why, how come this is here? It was an antique. It was my Uncle David's. Oh, God, I was in so much trouble. Put it down, put it down. Yeah, don't pick up guns, kids. They could be loaded. But I'll never forget their faces the day when I picked up that gun and went wandering through the house with it. Oh my God. Anyway, we're out of time here. So, yeah, like I was saying this before, if you've managed to watch all of this, then wow, is all I can say. Thank you for watching, and let me just get out of here. Oh, it's going to cut off anyway. So we thank you. as always, do comment if you feel moved to. Adios from Ilkley Moor and the swastika stone.